My name is Joseph Woodke, and I'm from Port Hope, Michigan. So I joined the Marines a little while after high school in early 2008. When I was in 7th grade, I was in school when the towers fell, and I actually seen the second plane hit Tower 2. So the whole time throughout high school, I just kind of had that idea in my head, and then after I graduated, I decided it was time to enlist. And at that time, the war in Afghanistan was really starting to kick off, and so within my first year and a half, I found myself at 19 years old heading overseas to Afghanistan. And we had been there for about 3 or 4 months when on an early morning mission one day, we were clearing through a cemetery, and as we were moving towards that objective, at one point I looked down and I thought I seen something that looked funny, but I didn't stop in time. And then the next thing I knew, like, I was flying through the air. I tried to sit up and I couldn't. So I knew something was wrong. And when I was finally able to sit up, I realized that I was missing both of my legs. At first, the recovery was pretty difficult. Physically, I was getting back to where I wanted to be, but mentally I wasn't. So I went back to my parents' farm, and I spent 2 years back farming where I knew I was safe and around support. And there I was actually able to, like, mentally heal and come to the conclusion that, like, I'm gonna be okay. Like, I can live a normal life, and if I'm a double amputee out there farming, like, I can do anything. So after a little while, I realized I wanted to move south and do something else. So I followed some of my brothers down to Tennessee, and that's where I found sled hockey.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last long.
So I made the U.S. Paralympic team. We headed over to China, to Beijing, for the Winter Games.
Gold for Team USA.
And we were able to go out there and get the job done. We beat Canada 5-0 in the gold medal game. I just felt like I had achieved, like, my dream, and I was living a life that, like, my brothers and my family could be proud of. I got involved with Joshua Chamberlain Society when my good friend Eli Tice was invited to join them. Eli is one of my really good friends, and, you know, obviously we're both wounded, both missing, you know, he's barely even hurt, he's only missing one leg. Now I'm honored that they asked me to be a member. You know, throughout my years serving, I didn't know what I was gonna do when I get out or anything like that, and then I was wounded, and I didn't have a plan, I didn't know where to go. But there's so many great organizations out there led by amazing people, just like the people who run the Joshua Chamberlain Society, and they make you feel like everything is gonna be okay, and that, like, you can live a normal life and go on and be successful. The Joshua Chamberlain Society is just a group of people that you trust to have your back, and that's something that you'll remember forever.